Hi guys! I know it's been a while since I recorded anything, so I wanted to let you know what's going on. There's been a lot, actually. I just got back from the Culinary Speaker Series, which is a program that they do for Disney College Program and Culinary Program and professional internship people to learn more about what the head chefs here at Disney do. So I got to experience a small selection of food from head chef Tim Keating at Disney's Flying Fish Cafe, and it was fantastic. The food was amazing. We started with a tomato mozzarella caprese salad, and then we had sort of a noodle dish that had creme sauce or creme, something like that, with mushrooms and arugula, and it was also fantastic. And then we had the Flying Fish signature dessert, the peanut butter and jelly creme brulee. That was really good. And I'm not even really a peanut butter person, but more than just trying the food, we got to talk and kind of pick his brain a little bit and see where he started, how he got here, and he was really cool. He gave some great advice, just to be a magnet and have passion and learn, absorb, want to learn from everyone, sort of thing. And for currently, my emphasis is actually food and beverage, so it was a real eye-opener for me and really reminded me that there's that whole other world I haven't even explored yet, since I've been doing lodging mostly for the last year or so. So that was exciting for me. On the 6th, I have an audition, and I hope it goes well. I would love to work for Disney Entertainment. I'll let you guys know if something good happens. I finished our last Disney Heritage class yesterday, which was bittersweet, but I had a lot of fun. There's so much going on in the next couple of weeks for me. If the audition doesn't work out, I'll have to start really making solid plans on finding a job down here if I want to stay, especially to do another internship, for example. In addition to that, I have volunteer work coming up that I'm also really excited for. Tomorrow morning I'm going to training in the morning, and then next Thursday I'm doing Junior Achievement in a Day with volunteers. And what we get to do is we get to go to an area, grade school or middle school, and speak to kids on different topics and teach kids about things like family, community, region, geography. I'm so excited. I love teaching. So that's something I'm really, really looking forward to. I've also looked into doing volunteer work for several different centers, such as the GLBT Center in Orlando, which is also sponsored by volunteers, and or not sponsored, but approved. And then also the Audubon Birds of Prey Rescue, and I forget what it's called, but there's a second chance, no-kill animal shelter in the area that puts a lot of animals up for adoption at PetSmarts and things like that. So those are the places that I'm going to be volunteering for, which is really exciting. Volunteer work just helps me feel good and feel like I'm giving back. And I think one thing that Tim said about the culinary program for college students is it's a way for all of these chefs that are in good places in their life, and have learned a lot and been through a lot. It's a way for them to give back. So I think when you're in a good place, you feel good, you've got some extra time, giving back is really important. And volunteers makes it easy. If you give a certain amount of hours, they'll also donate to a nonprofit of your choice, as long as it's Disney approved. So that's really, really, really awesome. Anyway, so that's the basic. I got put on the wall in our back office. There's a wall where they make big posters in the back office of the Boardwalk front desk area. If you're mentioned in a guest verbatim, which means if a guest sends a letter or an email, and mentions you specifically if it's a really big thing. They'll put you up, they'll make a big poster and paste your face on it and put you on the wall. And so I was on the wall for the magic I made for the guest with the sweatshirt, the little boy who had lost his coat. And I'm really proud of that. Oh, I got my first 4 keys cards. I'm really excited. Let's see here. Hold on just a minute. I already put them in my scrapbook, so I'll have to find them. I'm really, it's actually a smash book. I'm not really good at scrapbooking, but it's just a little journal where I can paste things. So, as you can see, those are the black and white copies, but those are my 4 keys cards. There is a guest that comes and stays frequently. They're a Disney Vacation Club, and I saw them in February when I first trained, and they came back, and so I was like, oh, hi, how are you? You're back, you know, and we talked, and really just chatted a little bit, and they asked, they apparently went to one of my managers later and told them how much they appreciated that I remembered them, and, you know, I was just absolutely, oh man, I mean, it's really for the guests. That's why I keep it up. I just love making magic. So here's that. You can see in the background there, I've got there you go. Got Duffy. My aunt and uncle came to visit, and they bought me Duffy as a thanks for getting them into the park. And so I sleep with him every night now. I don't think you're ever too old for Duffy, but maybe that's just me. The other 4 keys card was, they just said they were very grateful for a smooth check-in process. I try to make everything as efficient as possible while still being courteous and friendly. And of course, if they have any extra questions, I'm on it, definitely. I've been able to help a lot. I helped one guest who had a mishap with the dining plan where she, it was a difficult situation. She thought she had the table service, she had the quick service. She'd been talking to people on and off for a long time. She wasn't actually the Disney Vacation Club member, it was her cousin, but we were able to help her out with that situation too. One thing I run into a lot is people who don't really quite understand the quick service option on the dining plan, which is understandable. You think quick service, you think a burger and a hot dog. It's, you know, okay, great, I can go to Pizza Safari, thanks. But that's not really true. There's a lot of fantastic dining options at Disney for quick service. There's Sunshine Seasons over at the Land at Epcot, which has some fantastic and also locally grown stuff. There's a lot of quick service restaurants throughout the World Showcase. And then at other areas as well, at Hollywood Studios, for example, there's a whole collection on Sunset Boulevard, or by Sunset Boulevard, that has all kinds of different quick service options. Market something, I should know. But even, I would say Magic Kingdom's the hardest to find good quick service, but during the day, Be Our Guest has quick service. So there's always something, you know, good that you can get with the quick service menu that I think people fail to appreciate a little bit. In addition to that, I had a guest who forgot his, well, not forgot, but left his camera. And it was his first time. He left his camera on the Magical Express. And it was his first time to Disney World. So I made a little magic and bought him a one-time use camera and explained PhotoPass to him. And he was so grateful, but they got the camera back to him. So because of that, he gave me the one-time use cameras, and he was like, please give this to someone who will really appreciate it. And I looked and looked for people, and I finally found this group of like middle-aged women who were obviously taking a vacation together, and they just looked like they were having fun, but they were bummed because it was raining out. And I was like, well, okay. So I was like, hey, girls, do you remember these? You know, we used to use these all the time. And they were like, yeah, I remember that. And I was like, well, I just happened to have some, you know, sitting behind my desk, and I thought maybe you guys could make some magic moments with them. And they were just thrilled. They were totally tickled pink. So I've gotten to do a lot for people. I've also found that I really enjoy the runner position, which is basically, you do whatever you need, whatever needs done. 3 days in a row, I took the company car to different places, dropping things off, finding things. I got to go get baby yogurt for a sick child, and just little things, fun things. For a VIP family, they requested eco-friendly dish soap and laundry detergent and dish detergent, so I had to go find that. Just crazy little things that I get to do, and of course, helping people move rooms. Really, as a runner, you're that connection. You can be like, okay, hey, I'm gonna move you to another room, or you can be like passionate about it and just, I hope you have a great stay. If there's anything else you need, let us know. Sometimes it can be a little difficult, a little challenging, because no one likes to have to, assist a difficult guest. But for me, I don't understand why it's a problem. I mean, yes, I understand it can be challenging at times, but it's their vacation. They're paying tons of money to be there, and on the opposite end of things, we're getting paid to be there. So might as well make it as good for them as we can. I know sometimes there are requests that we just can't fulfill, and I completely understand that. And having to break that to a guest is not easy. But we work for Disney. We have amazing things at our disposal. So, of course, we have a lot we can do. And I think that we should take that opportunity whenever possible. Sometime in the future, I'd love to work in some sort of administration or higher up at Disney, but I don't want to do that until I've worked several different jobs down on the ground level, because I think what's really important is being able to understand your employees, or in this case, your cast members, and really know what they go through on a daily basis. And I think that some people just sit at a desk and never really get that hands-on experience. And if there's one thing I learned from my Disney Heritage course, I don't think that's what Walt would have wanted. Some people have to just sit at a desk and crunch numbers, or be the practical side of things. But I think if you're a manager and you've got a lot of control, and I know that there's a time issue because there's a lot that these people have to do, but I think what's really important is having a hands-on experience and knowing what your cast members go through, and really understanding both the guest and the cast member, and wanting to make the experience as fun for both of them as possible, because good morale is the best way to keep a company working smoothly. It's good work ethic and good morale. So, well, I don't know. That's just some of my thoughts on the matter. I thought I'd show you some Disney pictures. Some of them are older, and some of them are from this time, and I think some of you have seen a lot of them. But I've started the Smash book, so I have some stuff in here. This is one of my favorites. It's from, I was probably about 5 years old, in the Mexico Pavilion. And right there, I'm with Goofy, you can kind of see. In 2006 here, I've got me and my brother in the Germany Pavilion. Oh, no, that's me and Stitch. There we go. Disney's been such a big part of my life that it's no wonder that I made this move, right? I've got all kinds of pictures in here. It's all chronological, and then of course I have my welcome and my earning my ears and all of that right there. I'm still filling up the pages, of course. And these, me and some of my roommates. And here's some more of my roommates. Everyone hangs out at House of Blues a lot. It's not really my thing, but I've been once and it was pretty cool. What was really fun was when fellow college program cast members from Boardwalk and I went to Bahama Breeze, and we just kind of sat around and talked and had a few drinks, and it was just a lot of fun. And then of course I did participate in Dapper Day, which is a thing where you dress up. It's not sponsored by Disney, but you basically dress up as if you would have dressed up in 1955 when they first opened Disneyland, because basically at that point you would dress up. It was a Sunday best sort of situation. Now, of course, we've realized the practicality of that, and we go to parks in significantly less dressy attire. But yes, I need to get some more photos printed out, but I've been working on my Smashbook. So that's been a lot of fun on some of my free time. I sleep a lot. Oh, and I got an annual pass to Universal. So I've been spending a lot of my free time, if I get out of work early enough and I don't want to go to Epcot, for example, I'll go just sit in like Wizarding World. And I've made a lot of connections there too. And everyone down here is really helpful and nice, or at least most of the people I've met. So yeah, pretty cool. I don't want to make this too long. It's almost 20 minutes already. Well, 17, but still. Kudos for those of you that sat through this entire thing. Thanks for listening. And I've got some awesome Disney knowledge and trivia to share with you next time I make a recording, which will either be later today or in a few days, depending upon what kind of time I get. So I look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks for sticking with me. And, oh yeah, have a magical day.